4,440 pounds. The 190 RT Wildwood kind of travel trailer toy hauler crossover here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan gives us a really cool take on a nice living room in a smaller sort of toy hauler. Now, technically, yeah, it has a ramp door. The benches fold up. It is a hauler. You can put stuff in it. We kind of had a peek there at all the different dimensions and things that can come into play on here. Allegedly, they sized this out to be able to handle a Razor 1000. I haven't personally tested that. And one of the things that makes that possible is that they intelligently built the wheel well to the same specs as the floor. So you can drive on that. Now, I have a suspicion that what you might need to do is have a friend or a loved one keep these benches pushed back a little bit while you're loading, but that being said, it's not exactly the hardest thing in the world to accomplish. Obviously, carpetless, ventless flooring, easy cleaning right here. Well, what's nice is it doesn't have to be side-by-side. It could be an ATV, a couple dirt bikes, it could be kayaks, it could just be anything you want to put in here. And all that's normal. Like, that's normal stuff to say about any toy hauler. Ironically, I think my favorite part about this one is the living area. But a real quick note, most toy haulers have opposing rear benches. This one has the same two benches. It has the same big windows as like the 260 RT, but they put the benches side by side. Now these are 30 inches wide by 76 inches long each. These are still well qualified to be utilized as extra sleeping spaces, completely separate from that front bed up there, and you see it does have a privacy curtain for a nice little visual break point. So if you do have kid guests, if you have kids yourself, or if you have buddies or lady friends or whatever coming over, you have some extra spaces here for everybody to have their own area to bunk down. But then you just throw the little back cushions on and suddenly we have this giant party couch where everybody can hang out, overlooked by max view panoramic windows over here on the camp side of the RV, all encompassed by that power awning. So you've got just awesome views of your destination over there. Again, you're looking at your patio side. You're not looking at like the neighbors, unless of course the trailer's parked right next to somebody who's hanging out on your side of the camper for some weird reason. Now over here you see that you've got household and USB plugs, which is really handy for keeping some devices up and running. And as we pan our way over here, what's really cool is how they balanced the kitchen and the entertainment. So our TV hookups are located right here in this big blank canvas of a wall. So should you choose to add a TV to the camper, one of the sofas is directly across from it, which, considering this is probably a couple's camper first, I think having only one sofa directly across from it works better than having a common toy hauler 90-degree neck crank entertainment. More household outlets, more USB plugs, and a handy little barley pop opener over here just so you can crack the lid on her and have yourself some liquid refreshment, a little bubbly. All of the countertops in this are a sealed edge pressed membrane, and that includes a little floating bonus picnic table that we'll see in a little bit. But down below that, I love where this is located, that electric space heating fireplace back here. It gives us some extra heat without burning up our propane. And it has its own little remote control, so I mean, even if you are all the way up front in the front master bed, you crank that thing up back here, they throw an impressive amount of heat. Now the kitchen on this is pretty much a match for the 260 RT in this area. Below that big farm sink, you've got a space for a wastebasket. That drawer there is perfect for like a little utensil organizer you can bust out whenever you want it. Now something I didn't mention during the entertainment portion of our tour, next to this big shelved cabinet to give us lots of storage, you have this handy guy. Bluetooth, DVD, but it has HDMI plugs, so if you want to throw on a Roku player or something like that, you are good to go. I do want to also point out that we have central AC in here, and that our vents can be like controlled, so that, where's the button? There it is. So if you want to, you know, open, close, turn that, have the air pointed wherever you want. Now you have another set of TV hookups here next to this huge like bedside, actually on the foot end of the bed, kind of its own bedroom panoramic window. I mean, you wake up in the morning and blam, you're looking out at your site. I love that kind of crazy blue sky we got going there. But again, TV hookups right next to it right there. So if you want to, you could use that for just a phone charging stand, or you could mount a TV on the wall or put a TV there. Now, this is a corner bed. They did this on purpose to try to keep the RV as short and light as reasonably possible. But I tell you, it's actually pretty open. The way that you have the room to kind of walk around the foot of it here and walk around the, as we're facing it, left side, it's not too bad. Especially for, I think this RV will appeal well to a younger crowd. I just don't think that it's really going to bother anybody that it's this front corner bed. And the fact that you still have double hanging closet space over here. They really utilize the space very, very well. Although it is kind of, you don't realize that it's actually kind of covering the master command center there. Now this bathroom, I frankly was not expecting much. When I saw the floor plan schematic for this one, I'm like, oh, it's going to have kind of a small, crappy bathroom. I was very pleasantly surprised with the execution of this bath area. So we got the power vent fan, but I like how they have just a mirror with a cabinet next to it, not just like a mirrored medicine cabinet. This is something that like Montana does in their big luxury fifth wheels quite often. It makes the whole room look and feel larger, but frankly, I think it makes it a little more functional. And the cutaway over here, so if you're, I'll say this, the bathroom is fluffy friendly, if you're a little fluffier, you know what I mean? Shower, not a tub. Nice little touch. Full surround paneling with skylight above. Again, nice touches. They did some nice things in what could easily be discounted as a more basic offering, but a really smart money, intelligent offering. One of my personal favorite things on the Wildwood family is their Tough Coat skin system. Like a lot of trailers, they have a 67% thicker aluminum nose sweep on the front here. But the darker colored aluminum bands on the sides are also 33% thicker. Since they're darker, they'll absorb more solar radiation, which makes them more prone to heat expansion and contraction. So by going with a thicker metal, they prevent that so it doesn't stress the structure. Additionally, our sidewall metal is given an application of an anti-scratch coating so that if, especially a shorter toy hauler like this could be the kind of thing someone really takes into state parks, national parks, unloads a four-wheeler, etc. And it's nice to know that if a tree branch happens to scuff this thing, that it's not gonna be impossible. Well, first of all, it'll basically just ideally prevent the scratches. Now, one of the cool things here, and we'll see it from both directions. Actually, no, we won't. Not on this floor plan, pardon me, because this is not a full pass-through. This is just a side cavity right here. It goes about 2/3 the way through, but thankfully it is fully accessible from the inside. But that is a large compartment right there. Black tank flush as we work our way down past the sewer hookups. And something I like that they do, on their cold water sprayer ports, they give you the blue coily hose, which is a technical term, and the handy little silver sprayer nozzle. And that sprayer nozzle is one of those things that a lot of brands will tend to leave off. And what's kind of cool is you can use it to sort of spray a cone of water to just sort of, you know, wash down an area, and you can squeeze a little bit harder to get a nice jet stream out of it and, you know, really blast something nice and clean. It does have two-way air vents in the rear area here, so when you're loading stuff, if there's a little exhaust in the camper, it'll air out on the way. And this is one of my, I like this. Freedom Express Blast does the same thing. Let me see if I can climb up here while running the camera and not kill myself. This screen wall has a little zipper on it to just pass through in and out. But what I like about this is it's just magnetic. So it's easy to take up, take down. It's not like one of those roll up down things. Now you can see how I slack this a little bit. All you gotta do is just pull it back tight and let the magnets do their thing. It's a really cool thing. Now, pardon me as I kill the camera and climb back down on the ramp. I don't feel like trying to break my neck again. Now, as we pop that patio awning open, you see Mr. Jody right there. He does some surface level inspections for us before we pull the RV in and do a full burn on all the appliances. You might notice it's actually still hooked up to the RV delivery driver's truck. We proactively quality control the stuff before we even fully accept it here at Haylett RV. We try to do our best to give you a good quality product rolling out the door, and I think that's part of the reason that we've developed such a good reputation. We make sure that we have good things leaving beforehand. Power awning open, as you can see. It does have LED lighting at the base. Auto rain dump. You can tilt and lock those arms, but again, you've got those panoramic campsite viewing windows right there. Especially, you know, if you want to leave that door cracked open, even on a kind of rainy day, since the awning clears that door by you know, a good like foot or something like that. You could get some awesome like anytime airflow, or just kind of be able to hear your campsite. Part of the experience, I think, is being able to hear things. Outside TV hookups, you see the stable steps right there, helping keep the trailer from rocking and rolling around so much as people come and go, which can be a thing on these small trailers. They can get really topsy-turvy when people are really jouncing in and out. You know, between the stabilizer jacks front and rear and those right there, tends to be pretty darn stable. Anti-slam door with a bigger handle makes for easy come and go. And you do have a outside solar prep plug right here. So if you're kind of parked the camper in the shade a little bit and you want to chase the sun with some panels, you got the perfect little spot to plug in and take care of that. Short of that, the only other thing I'd like to mention to you is that while we don't do hidden dealer fees, we do everything else. So give us a call because we do it all here at Haylett RV. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.